It's arguable that building equity is the definition of the American dream. If you imagine that equity starts with today, and what you do is, let's just say you put 20% down, you put $20,000 cash into a property, you buy it for $100,000, you finance $80,000. Over time, starting with today, what's going to happen is the value goes up and the debt goes down. And in the middle there, the space in here, that's called your equity. Now, the nice thing about equity is it's money that you didn't work for. And that's the best kind of money, is money that where the money worked for you rather than you working for it. That's the best kind. And so what happens is with the building of equity is a couple of things. Number one, you might say, how does the value go up? How can I know the value goes up? Well, the value always goes up. Value of property has always gone up, taking into account from the Civil War all the way up to this day, over the course of 30 years, which is the term of a mortgage loan. Value has always gone up in this country. Okay, so the value will go up. I can prove it to you. They keep printing and borrowing money. That's inherent inflation. Inflation just means, people think inflation means something bad. Inflation is lost value to the dollar. The only time inflation is bad is if you've got nothing for sale that its value is going up, right? So if you're trading hours of work in exchange for money, then inflation is bad for you. But if you've got something and the asset value is going up because of inflation, that's good for you. If the value of the money related to a boat has been cut in half, that means when you sell a boat, you make twice as much money as you used to. So you've got this, the value goes up and then the debt goes down. So let's talk about the debt. We've talked about the value going up. Now let's talk about the debt going down. Debt going down, this is a double-edged sword. Number one, the debt does go down until the balance becomes zero. On the other hand, if you do the math, there's something called amortization table. You can look that up, amortization. And what happens is, let's just say you borrow $80,000 and it's at 3 or 4%. It may be over the course of 30 years you've paid, $250,000 in principal as well as interest back to the lender, which is why they loaned you the money in the first place. And so, you've paid all this money, but the thing is, once you hit that 30-year mark, everything in the middle, you hit that 30-year mark and you've paid all those payments and your debt becomes zero and your equity is 100% and that value has gone up. So that's equity, and it's pretty easy to argue that's the American dream. You might even say, you know what, it's all right if I do that with one property, then I'm keeping up with inflation, but if I do that with 10 properties, I'm doing quite a bit better than that.